All right. Gonna do hopefully some squats today. I did one set to warm up. Gotta keep going on that, but wanted to do some calf raises to get the calves warmed up so that going deeper feels more comfortable. Just leaving my sandals on because I'm lazy. I've seen people do that, this double hop kind of thing, because you can't, it's like physically impossible to go from heel down to heel up, it feels like. But if you kind of pop up, you can actually get into that kind of peak. Not that I need any of that peak in today's workout. Down so my grunting isn't so loud. Really just trying to get the calves warmed up, but I feel like, since I'm here, might as well do some. This shouldn't be a limiting factor in squats, no matter how hard I go on them. Just did these a couple days ago, so hit them again with only a day of rest. But it'll probably be a few days before or at least 3 days before I train them next after that. Got my tight shorts on today that I'm too self-conscious to wear in public anymore. But I feel powerful in them because they're a little bit tighter. Like hip sleeves. That's good. Get the squat shoes on and start moving up quicker. I had a scale down here, so just figured I would sleeves. Figured I would weigh some of these. Where are my sleeves? Sleeves, there you are. Still haven't cleaned up after doing chest. figure while I got them out, I should weigh them. Not that I think any are going to be off, but I started with some of the Rogue stuff because I figure that's probably most likely to be accurate. What else? But yeah, there's these TDS ones coming in right at 25. Here's a new one. I feel like I just there's, let's see, what was that again? Okay, so this one's reading like, it's kind of, I think it's just too low a weight to get perfect. But these ones, they're both weighing about the same though. So I'll just assume they're accurate. Need a scale that starts lower for these lower things. These. Alright, do another warm-up set. I'm using this bar my dad gave me. It's got the knurling in the middle. I don't think I've ever squatted with a bar with knurling in the middle. See if it feels a little more secure on my back. All right, I'm just gonna work up to a top weight. All right, I have this Rogue 45. So it's right at 45. Then we have this cheap Amazon brand. Everyday essentials, I guess. This one looked like it was reading a little higher, just like a pound. But the other one was a little bit higher too. So I was doing some hip airplanes as I warm up. I'm not very good at them, but just trying to use just the muscles of the hip. This is my worst thing. This mat being a little bit squishy, I think makes it a little bit more difficult. So I was doing some of those, and then somebody doing these, Dan Green doing them like this, using this as a counterweight. Just I've been now you're on these. I'm also not very good at these, but this way you can just kind of keep them there. Just roll over, using this as the counterweight. time on that sort of stuff. Just kind of up today, but you couldn't even see that. Do another one of this. So you can see. I realized my mic is not on. Saying I learned these watching the Dan Green video. Just using this dumbbell as a counterweight. And kind of rotating back and forth into this internal and external rotations. Yeah. Still warming up. Set this one. Figure just gonna be warming up with the belt, since I'm not really trying to get a low back workout on these. Just trying to do it. Tell you, it kind of feels like night and day. I feel it with I've been basically going as wide knees as I can. I kind of, whereas I always felt like my body was fighting me, my hips particularly, with the wide knees, I kind of feel like it feels like sky's the limit right now, but obviously I'll probably brought back to earth pretty quickly once I, realize the new limit of this. But yeah, I just never trained super wide knees, and I'm not even a very flexible person, but I'm basically just going as wide as I can. I don't feel, it doesn't feel like there's any danger of, injuring myself more, especially now that I've kind of acclimated to it, doing some leg presses like that. Basically doing everything like that now. All right, I'm gonna get warmed up the rest of the way. All right, this seems like a good place to pick back up. This is 3:35. Keep going up. This is another example of something I do. Just gonna sit down in here. Kind of get all on one leg. Kind of force the heels down. Kind of just, get everything feeling good for the bottom of the squat. This is 355. See the weight kind of wanting to force me back into the old form. And move up a little bit. All right, it's 375. Keep on going. Can't decide what angle is the best. So I just gonna keep switching it up. This is 395. This is only 10 pounds under my current PR. So, which is my all-time PR. But switching up the style here a little bit. Trying to stay with wider knees, so that's the main reason for my trepidation. Alright. Go up a little bit. Alright. This is 415. If I hit it, it'll be an all-time PR. I don't know if it's noticeable, but I've been pretty excited to squat. Since my back injury, I haven't been able to do any heavy squatting. Just decided I could jump all the way up. I mean, it's only a 20-pound jump, but I feel like if I kind of get to the point where fatigue might start setting in, if I do too many more reps and warm up, decided to break out the other 45s, you know, instead of just stacking 25s and 10s. This feels more official. It looks nicer. All right. Do I go up a little bit more? I mean, it's definitely, you know, it's a weight. I've noticed, you know, like there's like a certain amount of, once it gets to a certain weight, you have to, a lot of your energy is just stabilizing, so it's like, feels very hard, kind of regardless of how much weight you can move. I kind of want to go 20 more. feel like I could probably hit it, grind it out. All right, I'll give it a go. All right, this is 435. Even if I hit this, this will be the last weight for the, as far as going up. Decided to put this 15-pound on the end here. Just, I don't know, bigger lift for me, so biggest lift on squat, so good looking. Ready. All right, I gotta get ready. Oh, shit. Scratched up my neck too. Man, that was disappointing. Just couldn't stabilize. Man, it was just like that little jerk of movement that just kind of really totally threw me off. I don't know what I kind of want to do. Might just try another one. All right, I'm giving that another go. I'm gonna focus up this time. Those butt arms are not in a good position before. But now they are. That totally fucked me on that one. Yeah, it's not, I don't think that's happening anyway. A little bit disappointed in that. Should have just went up the 10 pounds, but I really thought I could get that one. I think that, was I able to maintain that torso angle and stability, I think it would have been fine. I could have powered it up with my legs. But yeah. Yeah, that rack was, need to move it up for next time. I'm gonna mark a spot right now. I don't know why I had it so low. I guess just so no possibility whatsoever of hitting. But that really, I mean, I unloaded it pretty easily, but because I knew it was there, so I just kind of like dumped it off. But I just ended up scraping my neck more than anything. See how stupid I look in the video. Here's the neck situation. Go scratch me up nice and good. Alright, so now we're doing, I guess I'll just leave these on. Just doing some leg extensions and leg press. Then I'll do some reverse hybrid. Try to keep it pretty short for the rest of the workout. My hamstrings are definitely a lot more sore than my quads. Coming in today after the deadlift workout. Which I was hoping for. And doing the hack squat with real high feet. I'm gonna do leg press today. All right, this is 460 on leg press. Still pretty disappointed I only got that 10-pound PR when I felt like, you know, the potential is so much higher. But that said, I mean, I haven't squatted heavies for, I think it's, what, like 65? I mean, that was my probably 70 days or more. So, that said, and that the fact that I was using my new form with wider knees, that they were caving a bit on those heavy sets. I feel like I shouldn't be too disappointed. I'll just hit it next time. I think I also did, I did like 10 warm-up sets. I don't know, moved from like 315, I moved up like in 20-pound increments. This is 460. Just gonna not go crazy. I want to be recovered by 3 days rest for leg day with the deadlift focus. I think I'll just do one more set after this short rest. And I'll be done. All right. I think that's good. If I do any more, I know I'll just end up being sore. Eventually, I'd like to learn not to go too crazy so that I'm so sore on the next workout. Alright, I'm gonna do these straight-ish leg sit-ups. Work the, I guess that would be the rectus femoris. But also, I don't know, they seem to work the kind of hip flickers in the rectus femoris. Got 35 pounds here. But yeah, I don't really notice. I mean, this is about as straight as they go. That might just be my legs. This thing's a little bit too big. Let's do one more. Finish up with some reverse hypers. Yeah. 10% battery. All right. This is the last thing for the day. All right, last thing, just get it done. This workout took way too long. All the ones where I do work up to basic max or more. Always do. Ah, shit. knee sleeves so the nice and sweaty. So otherwise this foot blade cuts into my hands. It doesn't actually cut them. It does not feel good though. All right, last one. All right. You go lay down for a second. Do another bush workout in 2 days.